Hello guys and welcome to Coding Orbit. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our content. Today I will show you how to implement Google Sign In button in Flutter the easy way. So let's start with the demo. Here I have a button saying sign in. Whenever I click it, it will show me a box containing Google accounts registered on this phone, and you can add another account, but I will choose an already registered account on this phone. And whenever you click this account, it will update the UI. It will bring the profile image, the name, first name, last name, and the email address, and we have a sign out button. Whenever we click it, it will sign us out. So let's get started. Okay, to get this started, I have created a skeleton design for our project. In the build method, I have scaffold. Inside its body, there's a container, and this container having a child of build widget. Inside the build widget, there is a bool is signed in is equal to false. If it's not false, we are returning a list style and then text saying signed in successfully with a button to sign out. And if it's false, we are returning only text saying and a button saying sign in. So to get this started, the first thing we need to do is we need to go to our browser and we need to go to this link, Google Sign In library inside pub.dev, and we need to copy this dependency and paste it in pub.spec.yaml after Cupertino icon. So click after it on pub.get and close our app because we have to rerun it again, and go back to the main after it's finished. Okay, so now what we will do, we will create an instance of Google Sign In so we could use it across our app. So I will say here final Google Sign In, and let's call it Google Sign In is equal to Google Sign In. And inside here we have different properties, but what we care about is scopes, and scopes takes a list of strings. So we will provide here an email, no more. Okay, we can provide different things, but what we care about in this demo is the email. All right, inside our state app, we will create a Google account. So we will type Google Sign In account, and let's make this nullable so it doesn't complain, and let's call it current user. Okay, after it, in the init state, we need to listen for this Google Sign In changes, and if the user is already signed in, we will sign him silently, so we don't require him to sign in again. So let's type init state, and inside it, we will say Google Sign In dot on current user change dot listen, and this event is actually returned an account. So let's type account instant, and let's say current user equal to account, but we need this to happen in the set state so we can change some content. So I will type set state, and inside the set state I will do this. Okay, now after we do this, we will say Google sign in dot sign in silently to sign him silently if he's already signed in. Okay, now in the build widget, instead of checking if this bool is equal to false because it's already equal to false, we will say Google, sorry, capital G, Google Sign In account, and let's call this user, and this is equal actually to current user. And here we will check on the user if this user is already signed in, and we will check if it's null, and we will make this nullable as well. Okay, now in the display name, instead of always displaying display name, we will say user.display name, and in the email, okay, and remove the const from here, and in the email, instead of saying this email, we will say user.email. However, display name might be null, so we will double check if it's null, pass nothing here, and make this constant so it doesn't complain. Okay, and instead of using icon each time, what we will use is user circle avatar, and this takes an identity, and this identity is actually the user we are getting, and just remove the const. We no longer want it. Okay, now in the only pressed button here, we will create a method called sign out, and down there in the else, we are not going to change anything. We are just going to change the only pressed. We will create a method called signed in. Okay, down below, we'll create a void method called signed out, and inside it, we will not do anything. It doesn't take anything, I mean. Inside it, we'll just say Google sign in dot disconnect, and we can say dot sign out, but disconnect is better. We are actually disconnect the user from the app, and we will create a future void method called signed in, and it doesn't take anything, but it's async. And inside it, we can have try catch statement. Inside the try, we will say Google sign in dot sign in, and don't forget an await before it. And in the catch, we will catch if there is an error, and we will display it. We will say print error signing in with the error, and future we have an E here. Okay, and that's it. Actually, that's all we have to do inside this Flutter code. However, that's not everything we have to do in order to make this work. What we need to do now is we need to go to the browser, we need to go to Firebase console, and we need to create a project. We can call it, for example, Flutter Google Sign In, and click on continue. You can enable Google Analytics for this project. Click continue and select default account for Firebase. Create a project and wait for it. It's created. Click on continue, and it will take you to the Firebase dashboard. We have to create an Android application. Inside here, we can provide the package name, and if you forget it, don't worry, you can go to Android. You can expand this Android, expand the app, expand SRC, expand the main, and go to the manifest, and you can copy it from here. I myself forget it, so I will copy it from here and paste it inside here. Now, that's not everything. You can register the app, but that's not everything. You have to provide it with the SHA key. To provide it, we have to go to this website, and you can choose if you're on Mac or Linux or Windows. And if you're Windows, click here. If you're Mac or Linux, click here. And you have to copy this command. And in Android Studio or VS Code in the terminal, paste this command and click enter. It will ask you about password. Type Android or lowercase and hit enter. Now, if you scroll up, you can see your SHA. However, you need to copy it and paste it inside here. Then click register. Okay, after you click register, you can download this google-services.json, download it, and click on next. Now, after you download it, you have to edit some things inside Android folders. We have to go to the project build Gradle and copy this if this isn't already there, and copy this if this isn't there as well. So I will copy this, and let's go to the project level Gradle. This is it, and inside here, we have to paste that command. Now Google is present here, so no need to write it again, and it's saying under the repositories we need to check if Google is also there, and inside repositories Google is there. So that's it inside build Gradle. Now close it and go back here, scroll down. Okay, now we have to go to the project app module build Gradle. Okay, let's copy this first, and let's go to the project app module, and we need to go to this build Gradle. Okay, now it's saying that we have to paste this apply com.android.platform.application inside what we will check here, and we can paste it here, and it's already there, so you don't have to paste it again. Okay, we have to copy this command com.google.jms. This isn't there, so we paste this. Okay, and you have to copy these as well, implementation. So the implementation, we will place them down below in the dependencies, and copy this as well and paste it. Now, since we are already here, you have to make sure that the main SDK version for your app is 19 or above, because this library uses 19 or above. Okay, now after you do that, click on next, and we can continue to console, and you have to click on authentication, sign in methods, or wait for it a little bit. Okay, click on get started. Okay, here we have to select Google, and you have to enable it, and project support email, you have to select the email you want to select. I will choose the email with this Firebase console, and click on save. And one last thing, you have to go to Android Studio, select this app, and go to the file you have already downloaded and paste it there, drag and drop it there, and inside Android Studio click on refactor, and hopefully that's everything. So we can close all of these files, and we can try to run our application now to see if it's working. Okay, our app is running, so let's try. Click on sign in, and it will show us this dialog box. We can choose an account, or we can add an account. I will choose this account, and hopefully it will work. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it will bring the profile image, it will bring the display name, and it will bring the email, and you can click on sign out, and it will sign you out. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below.